Bro, every time there's a big debate online, 9 times out of 10, it involves a gorilla, and it's almost always a fight with him too. Like Godzilla, a bear, or 100 men. There's always some big debate or beef that's happening online with gorillas fighting. Well, I mean, bears too, but you know that's besides the point. My point is that you guys are way too overconfident in the gorilla, and honestly, a lot of these fights aren't even fair for the gorilla at all. Like you may look at this man, this ape salute unit, and think, yeah, he can fight. He can fight him. He can do anything. But you know, truth be told, gorillas are like the most peaceful, chill guys on Earth. Like, they are super chill and relaxed. There's a whole casual geographic video about gorillas, my dude. There's a whole video with this information. And Casual ain't no small name either. Like, I'd say he's one of the go-to guys when it comes to animal facts, like, in general and online. Shit, he's personally my go-to animal guy. Lindsay Nicole is my go-to girl on that, and actually there's a lot of animal YouTubers that I watch, and you know what? All of them are extremely goated. I love them. They're great. They bring me peace and joy in the world. Alright, Glaze Sesh out of the way. You have a lot of information out there about gorillas. Like, they're not at all violent, or they're not even willing to start fights. These are like the most non-confrontational apes out there aside from orangutans, and even orangutans have a bit more smoke energy to them than gorillas at times. Like, these things are scared of rain, and chameleons, and butterflies. And yet you want these chill goofballs to fight to the death for some reason, like at some gladiatorial arena. I mean, the King Kong and Godzilla fight, you know, this one is tale as old as time right there. But it's way more even and not really in Kong's favor like you might think. Like, in the original movie, Kong just kind of wins because of plot armor, and, you know, it wasn't even Godzilla that's supposed to fight, it's supposed to be Frankenstein. And even that win was retconned by Godzilla's creator to be tied later on. Okay, well, what about the newer movies? The newer media that depicts Kong and Godzilla fighting. Kong got his ass handed to him 3 times in the first movie, and he nearly died from his heart stopping because Godzilla stepped on his chest.
Arch that fucking back, bro!
And Godzilla was about to tear him apart in the second movie.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea!
And the bear versus gorilla fight? Well, okay, that one I can also kind of, keyword being kind of, understand the logic of. Well, if you're only taking bite force into account. Like, gorillas do have the bite force advantage, but that's literally all they have. Grizzlies are stacked with defensive and offensive capabilities that absolutely outclass, like, anyone, really. Shit, one swipe and that gorilla's getting sliced up like Sicilian salami. The grizzly is also much, and I mean, I really do mean this, much larger than the gorilla. And to give reference, like, even if the bear was smaller, like, closer to the gorilla's side, that gorilla is still ain't getting anywhere with those stats. You went from a large target that's deadly to a smaller target that's deadly, so it's not gonna really work out. Just a little friendly reminder to those who aren't really familiar with gorillas. Adult silverbacks, you know, the biggest, meanest gorillas out there, yeah, they get regularly killed by leopards, and they're about half the size of silverbacks. It's like a real stoat and rabbit situation. I mean, shit, you don't even really need to look much into reality, you know, you just... If you fucking watched Tarzan as a kid, Kerchak nearly got fucking killed by Sabor, remember? Oh, also, fun fact, I rewatched Tarzan, and what I thought as a kid was the baby gorilla just running off screen and us not being able to see it. Yeah, that was Sabor actually picking up in her jaws and just running off with it. Man, Disney really did have the balls back in the day. Holy shit. And finally, last but not least of the big 3 gorilla hypotheticals, we got the 100 man versus 1 gorilla hypothetical. Why do y'all want smoke with the gorilla? Like, seriously, 100 men against 1 gorilla. I'm looking at all the men that want to beef with just one of the goofiest animals on Earth that just chills and farts and eats all day. And I'm just thinking to myself,
man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
And you know what? I'm thinking just kind of thinking about all that. You're just choosing the gorilla because he's an easy target, isn't it? Like, that's what all this is about. You just look at something big and powerful and you want to conquer it, don't you? That's what you want to do. I mean, I can kind of understand. That's why I love fat women. Partially. But, you know, you don't conquer sweet, big, beautiful things with violence and power. You cherish them with joy and love. And there's nothing more than I love in this world than gorillas. Except fat women, of course.
Also, if you only go for thin bitches, you're a coward.
But yeah, all I'm saying is, to the guys who seriously want to have a 100-man fight against a gorilla, how about you carry that same energy for a chimp? Yeah, 100 guys versus one chimp. Who comes out on top? Yeah, I think we know who wins that one. But we also know who's just in it because they can find an easy target. Yeah, that's really all I have to say on this topic. Pretty short and concise, and I only now realize I'm doing a King Kong related video, and the video I do before it is about gorillas. That was not intentional. I assure you. Now, as for when that King Kong copyright documentary will come out, it'll be sometime this year. But as for specific dates,
The videos are done when they're done and will be released when they're done.
see ya. Bye-bye.